With Easter right around the corner, many parents of children with ADHD are already beginning to stress about the inevitable behavior that will result from all the candy in those cute little Easter baskets. Now, if you can relate, stick around because that's what I am going to be talking about today. Hi, I'm Dana Kay, and I work with parents of children with ADHD all across the USA, helping them to naturally reduce their children's symptoms. I'm a board certified holistic health and nutrition practitioner, but I'm also a mum of a child with ADHD. So I know how hard it can be to manage challenging behaviors that result from a child's ADHD. Now, if you're new to my YouTube channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now. That way, you won't ever miss any of my ADHD specific videos. So let's get started. Easter does not have to be stressful, and it doesn't have to be full of gluten, dairy, soy, artificial flavors and colors, and other nasties either. Now, in the next couple of minutes, I'm going to share some of my best tips and tricks for making Easter less stressful and more fun for everyone. Children with ADHD can still have a great time at Easter without eating way too much sugar and other terrible ingredients. Here are a few ways that many of the families I work with are making Easter both fun and relatively healthy. First of all, they are remembering that candy is not the only thing they can use to fill those Easter baskets. Some other items to consider are things like small packages of Legos, money, toy-filled eggs. Just search for those on Amazon to find lots and lots of options. Water balloons, because we're going to be coming into summer soon. Balls, chalk, bubbles, clothes, books, gift cards, fidgets, Play-Doh, or kinetic sand, dollar store toys, tattoos or stickers, fun band-aids. I could go on and on. Sunglasses, goggles, new swimsuits or pajamas, craft kits. There are so many options out there. One idea that a mum in my program recently shared is that she opens a Lego package and hides the pieces in plastic eggs. When her children find all the eggs, they put the Lego pieces together to make a new Lego masterpiece. That is awesome. There are really many things to include that aren't food. You just need to be creative and have fun with it. To make Easter fun and healthier, the families I work with are also remembering to include some candy in their children's basket. It's important to make sure our children don't feel left out. I teach all of the families I work with to avoid gluten, dairy, and soy because these are the top three inflammatory foods, as well as artificial flavors and colors, because these things can exacerbate ADHD symptoms. By cutting out these foods and eating healthier does not mean they never get treats. These are kids. They need to still be kids and still get fun treats just like their friends are getting. But we can choose better alternatives. Now, I can already hear the questions forming. What are the better alternatives? Stick with me because that's what I'm going to share. Better alternatives are candies that avoid some of the worst ingredients out there, including things like artificial colors like red 40, blue number 1, artificial flavors, and of course, like I always say, these top inflammatory foods, gluten, dairy, and soy. Artificial colors like red 40 and blue 1 are derived from petroleum and linked to several health issues, including allergies and hyperactivity in children. Did you know that they require a warning label in Europe? And yet here we give them to our kids freely in the USA and other countries as well. Now, artificial flavors, they're complex chemical mixtures made in a lab using various substances like, listen to this, crude oil or coal tar, and they can contain upwards of 100 ingredients, including some that are recently banned. Food companies don't have to tell us anything about these ingredients. They can just say artificial flavors. They just slap on that artificial flavors on the ingredient label, and we are left in the dark about what we are really eating. So we definitely want to avoid that. Luckily for us, though, not all candy has these ingredients. And some of my absolute favorite brands are Better Candy, like Yum Earth, Free to Be, and Enjoy Life. By choosing better alternatives, our kids still get candy and don't feel like they're going to be left out. But we don't have to deal with any of the fallout that night that might result from eating all of that yucky stuff. Now we get the best of both worlds. Our kids are happy, and so are we. Another option is to make your own candy that isn't full of these nasty ingredients. Now, to help with this, my team actually put together a couple of homemade candy recipes that we would love to share with all of you. One of them is a homemade nut butter cup. I love this recipe so much because Reese's peanut butter cups used to be my absolute favorite candy, and this homemade recipe is very similar, but it isn't full of all the nasty ingredients. And the other one is for a candy bar that kind of tastes like a Milky Way, which again is another one of my favorites. They are both so good. So make sure and check the video description for both of these recipes. Now, another idea for Easter baskets that many families like is to make a deal with children ahead of time, letting them know that they can trade out any bad candy they receive for cash. Now, I don't know about everyone out there, but my boys love cash. So this is something they look forward to always, including at Halloween time as well. Now, they would much rather have cash than candy that disappears in seconds. Now, remember, Easter isn't about candy, or at least it doesn't have to be. Our kids can still have a great time without getting a sugar high or filling their bellies with inflammatory foods. Hope this video helps. Hope the tips and tricks have been helpful, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye for now.